All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another stream. Today, oh man, today we're going to check out Scorpio.world. Let me get this thing sorted out. So let's go to, what is it called? Scorpio.world. Here we go. So I've, I've been following NFTs for a while. Um, I did a couple of podcasts last year with the Rarible guys, and I talked to the is it Maker's Place? Like, yes, I talked to Alex Salnikov from Rarible, and I also spoke with. I think I did this interview that I didn't put up, that I didn't publish, and I don't know what happened to it. I need to actually go back and look because I spoke with I spoke with somebody from either Foundation or Maker's Place. Not really sure. I need to go check. Maybe that's something that I can put out just on my YouTube channel. But anyways, the whole point was that I bought a couple of NFTs at at the time. I thought it was cute, and here was JPEGs online, and I was minting a bunch of stuff, and um, I just happened to come across the art blocks at the time. I think like there was only 3 or 4 projects. Like when I was here it was like Squigglies and Unigrids. Actually, Unigrids is one of my favorites. I think Ringers had just come out as well too. So like um, all of the OG art blocks drops. Unigrids is one of my favorite. I think it's pretty cool just because if you look at the gallery, like let's take one of like here. So it plays noise, or it has sound, and there's also like letters. There's like 3 letters here, STK, right? And if you click on it, then it moves. And then there's also some music as well too, but I can't stream the music. But art blocks are really cool for what they do. This is pretty sweet. This is one of my ones that I like a lot. Um, the ones that really carry a lot of weight on here is like Fidenza, obviously, and a bunch of other ones. But anyways, I think the Art Blocks crew has done a really good job of curating a big, or like curating the best of generative art. And the prices show that. Like, the prices really show. Um, like if we look on OpenSea, the let me just make sure this is in mono properties. I mean, it should be in mono, advanced audio properties. All right, it's in mono. Yeah, we're good. So if you look at like the unigrids, right? What's the floor now? Sort by low to high. So the floor for unigrids is now like 33. That's crazy. But all of the crypto, all the art blocks curated has just done really well. I think the floor is like for the entire curated set is like 1.5 ETH. I think the blots probably are the cheapest one that you can get on the curated. Yeah, yeah, the blots are the cheapest in aerial view. But if you look at like the highest last sales, man, really gets up there. There's going to be some Fidenzas. There's one Fidenza that sold for 1,000 ETH. There's let me refresh this. Um, yeah. But anyways, the most important thing about the art block stuff is that they've done a great job of curating. And curating is like the future of influence. If you look at some of the biggest influencers, what they do is they don't produce content, their own content. They take other people's content and then they put it together in an entertaining way to share with you. They are taking people's videos and then just repurposing them to make it more of a something easier to watch than the original person. So like you could listen to someone talk about Fidenza in depth, right? And why it commands such a high value, which it should. I mean, look at these. These are beautiful. I mean, this is some beautiful art, beautiful art. And it's you know, the curated stuff is some of the best on the blockchain. So one of like when I liked art blocks in the beginning just because I thought it was cool. You know, here's a place where there's new artists coming. Everything is generative, so it's all produced by the smart contract itself. It's written into the code. And there's this interesting aspect of how the art is created where, you know, the coder, the developer, all they do is write the code, and then the minter, they come along and then they just mint the item. So the actual creation of the item is done by the minter and not the coder. It's just the coder, the minter, the person who creates the NFT, generates the code or generates the item through the code base. So it shifts the idea of how digital art is created from the artist to the actual first owner of that NFT, which I think is a cool concept. So I really like another platform called Scorpio.world, where it is an NFT platform, and it's a curating platform, right? So what they do is they curate new artists to come and present their items here, and then you can buy it. So they've had 4 drops so far. There's been the most recent one, which is Crazy Life is Nuts, Painted Cat Hackers, and then Hash Music, Hash Flowers, and then Dusko. So we'll just start with Dusko. Dusko is a series of avatars about from this comic book called Dusko. So what they do is they provide the artist links. The artist, Dakota Blue, has made this Dusko.world, has a graphic novel, and released all these avatars onto Scorpio.world, where they were sold. And they're pretty cool, actually. I think it's an interesting concept. It's cool that the future of comic books is going to be this NFT avatar creation. It's going to be really interesting once Marvel and DC start getting in on it, where, you know, like the big news is that like Twitter announced that NFT support is coming. So you can verify, you can buy an NFT like an avatar, right? And then verify it. So this CL dude, CL207, right? I think he asked Jack the other day. He was like, Jack, give me some way to do my NFT, right? Where is this? He wanted to... Let's see if I can just search. Jack? I thought it was him. Anyway, so somebody asked on here about... Let's try this again, Jack. No, maybe it wasn't. Twitter. But if we search for Twitter NFT, right? NFT verification. Yeah. So they said they're looking into it, which is pretty cool. But once Twitter allows you to verify, like everybody that has like an ape, like one of these Bored Ape Yacht Clubs or a CryptoPunk is going to be able to verify it to show that they actually own this thing, which takes their value to like a whole new level. Because now instead of just having an NFT which you hold on your wallet and somebody else can take the picture, now you can actually verify that NFT into your Twitter avatar, which is pretty awesome. So I've actually changed my avatar to, um, let's see, let's go to, let's go see if we can find Scorpio. It's strange how it's done here. Account. Let's just look for Desco. I picked one up. I picked one of the cheaper ones up the other day. Here we go. Desco. Yeah. So, which one was it? It's this dude. I picked him up. I'm going to use this guy as my new avatar now. I think he's okay. It's cool. Be me in about 30, 40 years when I'm wearing glasses again and I've got some gray hair. I think there's probably some ones which are a little bit closer to how I look right now. Like the one that I wanted was, where's the one that I want? Let's bring up Scorpio.world. Yeah, Desco. They don't have an all. See, that's the thing. Let's just mark them. So the one that I wanted to get was there's this guy with some sunglasses, which looked pretty cool. But it was like 5/8, which is way too much. So where's this dude? This one would have been nice as well too. This guy's got a good look. But where's the guy with the sunglasses? There's this dude. This dude, yeah? So if I cut my hair, this is like very Miami as well too. I like this. This is very Miami. But I'm not paying 15 grand for it. I think I got mine at the mint price. Somebody sold theirs at the mint price for like 0.3, which is reasonable, especially since I won't be selling it for a long time. But that one's cool. I like the, I don't think there's any other ones that kind of match what I look like. I was thinking about getting this one for my wife, but it got snatched before I could buy it. Maybe it'll come back on the market at some point. But anyways, this Desco thing was the first one. It's pretty cool that it's associated with the comic. There's going to be more drops associated with Desco coming, which is something that he's been talking about in the Telegram channel. So the cool thing is that for every sale on the secondary market, it goes to Scorpio, and then it's allocated to buy community. It's a strange word. It used to be Dow something. I forgot the name. But let's go check out the Dow. So explore Dow. So these 2.5% of all the sales go to buy community tokens. And so Community has Karma DAO, which I'm a member of, and it also has this Trance DAO as well too. That's interesting. There's Trance DAO, but there's a Community token, which I think I'm gonna have to go find on Dex Tools. Let's go find it on Dex Tools. Right. We're going to look it up on Dex Tools. It's Safe Shield. We'll talk about Safe Shield some other day. This is my like small cap play. The only one that I have. CFNT. Community? Did I spell that right? CNFT. 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 Right, let's check it out. I think it's only a $4 million market cap right now. I was looking at it. I think it's probably worth, no, that can't be it. It's CNFT. There's got to be a better pair. Is it on Sushi Swap? Transactions. This one has more transactions, so let's see if it's actually the right one. See, I don't know if this is either. This is, I'm sure it is. Let's go look on Gecko. They will have the correct pricing for the CNFT. we go. Community. Yeah, so $4 million market cap. Not a lot of trading volume. And it's definitely gone up and down over the past 180 days. So it's been out almost a year. Actually, he released the token last year. It had its pump up to like $25 million market cap, and then has been coming down, or maybe more than $25 million. But anyways, it's come back down. Now it's about 4, which is low, right, for what I think it's doing. Because if you look at what Desco has done, they're releasing some pretty quality projects. They have some interesting artists lined up. So the most recent one was this Crazy Life is Nuts, Coca Strawberry. And this one was just a bunch of strawberries. And then the buyers also received this like one of these videos. And there's some music here as well too, which is pretty crazy. But there's some music here, and then there's some cool strawberries. So let's look at these things. There's like the Queen strawberry. Oh, let me find this. So there's like this strawberry, which is like chrome. It's pretty cool. It's got the artist's name and some cool background. Other strawberries just have the rarity in the... Here, open this up again. Other strawberries just have rarity in the stem, so it can be either green or yellow or blue or pink. There's some chrome ones as well too. So there's 21 purple stems, there's 20 green stems, 20 gold stems, 20 pink stems, 2 chrome stems, and then 7 rare chrome leaf berries. Yeah. And if you minted these and owned it, there was an airdrop of more of like these videos, right? So these videos right here. So you got one of these. And there's some discussions about the art, which is a lot more than artwork or art blocks has. So right now, none of the artwork is, I don't think it's generated I think it's pre-generated at the moment. I know the hash music was. So hash music was a generative music based on melodies drawn from Ethereum block hashes, created by composer Elliot Cole. So it's the Genesis collection of 100 pieces created in collaboration with artist Maxwell Arkin, based on the song sung by the first 7 block hashes on the Ethereum blockchain. So blending the algorithmic, natural, and the handmade, these unique pieces invite you to get lost in the dreamlike sonic forces of hashy meditation and contemplation. And so it goes more into here. It's pretty in depth how like the visual attributes are, and also the melodic attributes. So he uses different scales, and that you can see here. And then he takes the hashes and processes it through, and ends up with a kind of a small video, and then there's some music playing in the back. It's pretty ethereal, to be said. So these are pretty cool. And yeah, so I think there's a lot more coming. So the upcoming artists, so there's Mitchell Syrup, who, let's just look at his work. So this is one of the artists coming up. Looks like he does these I would almost call them like dialectical. So mixing like the visual with this word type. So mixing this phrase with these visuals to come up with a I guess a dialectical idea of open space plus whatever kind of phrase, thought he's putting together. And then also having the full frame photo here, and then just the frame or the photo acting as the filler for the words here. It's interesting. So he's done a bunch of stuff. Looks like he's got some cool artwork. So this is actually coming to Scorpio.world pretty soon. And then also there's going to be one more artist, Mark Horowitz, who's done some NFTs already. So he did, what was his NFT called? Let's check out his Marchive. There it is, idxm.io. So Community was involved with this because I know that Andrew, who runs Scorpio.world, is friends with Mark. And so there was a mint. There's been 5 of 22 images revealed. And I think the more people that buy, the art reveals more layers as the tokens are bought on the bonding curve. So there are 22 images broken into 9 tiles each. So now the current price is 1 ETH per token. And I guess the question is can you sell back? So there's 20 tokens are sold in the crowd sale and 802 tokens are placed in the bonding curve. 65. So nobody's bought the full amount on the bonding curve. Bonding curve usually would allow you to sell there and back, but t-shirt's pretty cool. Bonding curve was probably a bit too steep for it to sell out. But here we can drag, right? So let's reveal the images. Interesting. Yes. Okay, so Mark did that, and they're moving probably towards something which is less cumbersome, because like 1 ETH for that, and it looks like that bonding curve is pretty steep. I don't know if they're actually going to be able to finish it. I'll have to check with Andrew on that. But the cool thing is that there's going to be a lot more. It looks like there's 2 more, maybe 1 more drop for this month, and there's going to be 2 more next. But you know, these things usually start out slow, these curation platforms, and then it just takes more time. So I think there's 2 plays here, which is just to start buying up some of these Scorpio.world NFTs on the cheap. Especially like the strawberries are pretty cool. I think those will have some longer term value, plus the hash mask as well too, or hash music. The Desco is avatars, so if you like the avatars, pick one up. And then if you think it's going to be doing well for a long time, then pick up some community tokens, which I just might, because 4 million for a young platform. Like if Artblocks had its own token, like how much would it be worth at this point for a governance token? I think they have a token, but it's just not worth anything. Yeah, so that is Scorpio.world. If you have any questions, come, please. We have a Telegram channel. You can actually get there if you come to End of the Chain and click on Telegram. You can get to my channel. Also, I'm going to take this link and I'm going to throw it into my Twitter as well too. We're just going to throw it into my profile. And yeah, just come join the channel. It's a public channel. If you have any questions about anything that is here, I'm just going to throw this here. Okay, saved. So yeah, just come to this thing and this link and come check out my channel. If you have any questions, come on in. So I think that's going to wrap it up. Thank you for dropping in for another live stream. It's been really great. And go check out Scorpio.world. You can find it here, Scorpio.world, or you can come and check it out on OpenSea. It's a little bit harder to find, so it's like Scorpio.world. It's probably easier to come through the website and then just come to OpenSea, because I think it's a little bit hard to find on OpenSea right now. The collection is not verified yet, and so it doesn't automatically pop up. But it will soon. It just needs a bit more volume traded. Once it gets to 75 ETH of volume traded, then it can get a verification tag. But it needs to go up a little bit. But people are selling these videos as well too. So these were the airdrops. Crazy Life 1 and 2. Let's take a look at it before we sign off. It's pretty strange. It's like some AI. I think he like just took a bunch of pictures for this. It's pretty weird. It's pretty trippy. It's really trippy. Okay, that's enough of that. Anyways, go check it out, and let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll be back soon with another live stream. Let me know if you want me to take a look at anything. I've been exploring a lot of yields, and I think I'll do a show on Monday about starting with best, like where to get the best Bitcoin yields, and then just working down the list. Okay.